I think more than anything, urban forest is kind of I'll call it a mindset, but maybe so, of thinking about our urban spaces inside of a forest rather than just trees that are planted. Just thinking about my experience in school, and there's all kinds of activities that are happening in these buildings, learning, conversations. But then I think when you step outside and get to walk around, that's when a lot of those ideas gel and come to life. Is maybe that's underneath the canopy of a tree. The UK Arborist team is 3 full-time campus arborists. So we do pruning, we do removal, we plant trees, we're involved with tree health care. So we are injecting this ash tree with a pesticide that is going to hopefully help control the emerald ash borer. These are little injectors that put the pesticide into the vascular system of the tree. The tree pulls the chemical up, and any of the borers that eat the bark, cambium part of the tree, or the adults, if they eat the leaves, will die from eating this chemical. One of the most often asked questions that we get when people see us working out on campus is, y'all are gonna remove that tree? Like that's the first thing people think when they see us. And so we don't like taking down trees, but the safety of our campus community is one of the primary parts of our job.
Once something kind of gets into a spiral, it puts off things to the natural world that can be attractive, and so this thing has not only been attacked by fungal infections, as you can see in some of those lower cuts where it's just a mature tree that could not quite compartmentalize and battle that. There's also bacterial infections that are going through the tree, and there are insects that are attacking it, so it's just in this cascading spiral where it's better to remove it now while we can do it safely in such a high traffic area on campus versus waiting for it to fall apart.
So we use as much as we need to make sure, do we really need to remove that tree? Is that really one we need to remove? And yes, when the answer is it's in a place that it's simply too much of a hazard for our campus community, we do make that decision. We try to think of every single cut that we make on this campus affects the tree canopy for the positive or the negative. So that's a mindfulness we try and bring with all the work we do. Yeah, let's start with that. Student workers, they're a great asset to our grounds team. Not only do they bring their physical labor and ability to move things and plant things, and a lot of times they're studying things like soils or hydrology or forestry or natural resources, and they're reading and learning about these things with the faculty they're working with, and then also they get to clock in over here on grounds, and I like to think that we're a practical for them. Things like the tree database, we have 13,500 trees that we have to keep up with in a database, and so students really help us out with being eyes on the ground and even help us find the work that's out there.
Again, 28.5.
The green spaces aren't becoming any less important, and in fact, maybe they're even more important. I like to think they're places for, I don't know, reflection by individuals, but then also connecting with others outside and sharing those ideas, making friends, building community, all the things that we do as people. I think a lot of that happens out on our green spaces and under our trees.